Hey, what's up, you guys? We just finished recording live on Twitch doing the super hot one chip challenge between Tony and Nick. This is the video. If you missed it live, here it is. Even if you watched it live, there were some moments that we will never forget. Here is the whole recording of all of us hanging out and those two doing something absolutely crazy. If you enjoyed what you saw on Twitch and if you enjoyed today's video, please do me a huge favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to do as much fun content like this as we can. Without further ado, you guys enjoy. Hello, friends. How are you?
Hey.
Hello.
Look at all these bearded gentlemen.
These beautiful bearded gentlemen. And Father Anthony, you've been on the stream before. How does it feel to have the worst beard on the stream right now?
Yeah. I feel it. It feels bad. I don't like it. But I think that's just a good penance for me to grow in humility, which I sorely lack.
Yeah. For sure. We've got newcomers. Someone who's not a newcomer to the Forte Catholic world, but new to the stream. Although he shouldn't be, because we should have done our Tony Hawk stream a couple of weeks ago. We can still do it, but right now he's going to do something crazy. But Tony Vasinda, how are you today, sir?
Hey guys, how's it going? I'm doing well. No one in my house is screaming at each other right now, so that's that's a win. That's one of the reasons I had this close-up microphone where you can only hear what I'm saying if I'm right on the mic, so that you don't have to hear the screaming children in the background.
Well, good. That's fantastic, because I just wear headphones, so I don't have to hear the screaming children in my background.
Sometimes you get the bleed over in the microphone. Like sometimes they're that loud, even with the headphones on, like it comes through your mic, and that's the problem. So, good to be on. I'm founder of Catholic Balm Co. I am a missionary in Philadelphia. I do some part-time game design also too, and I'm excited to be here.
Awesome. And then we've got a person who I met, 26 minutes ago. We've been chatting on the old Facebook Messenger, because he's 100% a boomer. I don't care how old he is. He's a boomer. That's what I've learned since we met yesterday. Nicholas, who wants to be known as casual and go by Nick. Nick, how are you, man?
Dude, I'm good. Let's see. I am the founder of nothing. But I work in the Archdiocese of Cincinnati, helping parishes with adult evangelization and RCIA. And, somewhere along the way, if you are remotely involved in ministry, you're going to meet Tony Vasinda. That's just how it goes.
Unfortunate side effect of doing ministry.
Little known fact, I'm actually the first plague that God has unleashed upon me.
Yeah. So, the Tony Vasinda descended upon my life, and I am all the richer. Tony's really the one that kind of set this all up. I thank God for him and for all of you, and I'm happy to be here.
So here's what we're going to do. The two of you, Nick and Tony, Tony, you approached me a few days ago, and you were like, let's do a stream with 80 people and play Among Us. And then that didn't happen. So you were like, let's get one friend. We narrowed it down. Let's get one friend, and let's do something even dumber where you, Taylor, don't have to participate. And I'm like, dude, this is it. So Tony, why don't you explain what we're doing, and then it will all make sense why a priest is here.
So I'm gonna switch over my camera real quick, so you guys get a little bit of a close-up. So we're gonna do the Pocky one chip challenge. I think this is the second year that they've done it, but basically every year they release a different ultra spicy single chip. This is not the one I'm going to be eating. This is an opened up box. I'll crack the seal on mine so we know.
It's a demo chip.
But it comes in this pouch
outside with the hose and hosed it.
Right, hose it off first. This is the chip in a sealed container. I do know it's black inside of here. I do know that the color it is black. It comes with this thing that kind of tells us how long we have to last to be ranked different ways. Also, you can get a free bag of chips from having purchased this also too.
Okay.
Because after this, all you'll want is more of this.
More chips, yeah.
Dinner for you right here. So it tells us a little bit about what we can expect from the experience.
I can't remotely read that.
Very beginning, it's going to be a spicy punch to the tongue. After that, it's going to be like a fiery jab to the face. Then impaired vision from tears in round 3. a low blow to the gut in round 4, and then it's supposed to knock us out in round 5. So I'm gonna put all this one back in here so that I can give it to one of my kids later on when they're misbehaving.
Yeah, eat this.
Punishment. All right, so here's what we need to do. The priest is only here for a few moments because he can't be involved in this.
No.
But what he's going
deniability.
I need both of you to hold up your one chip. Somebody asked in the comments, Amy, welcome. Hold up your one chip, and the priest is going to do, the Book of Blessings. There is one specifically written for this moment. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Yeah, I found it.
But we have it. So please hold up your chip.
You want both of us to do this?
Yes, both of you. Hold it up. Hold it up.
I still got to open mine.
No. Just the box. Just the box.
The box.
God is more powerful than cardboard.
Yeah,
yes, it's true.
Father Anthony's barely. It might not work, but we'll see. All right, Father Anthony, you have the floor, sir.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. O Lord, who did separate the light from the dark, and put the burning lamps of the sun and the stars in the sky, not for our destruction, but for our benefit. O Lord, who did reveal to Moses in the burning bush, which while on fire was not consumed. O Lord, who John foretold would bring about a baptism not of water, but of fire. Send down the fire of your Holy Spirit upon these your servants, that the burning of their tongues may not be for their destruction, but may purify them by penance to preach thy word, which is fire and love itself. May their perspiration remind them of their baptismal dignity, that you have placed a wellspring of love in their souls. May their sniffles and tears remind them that in your love you wept at the death of your friend Lazarus. May their regret at accepting this challenge remind them of the final judgment, and strengthen their resolve to run the race so as to win, to see your face in your glory, rather than to burn with regret for all eternity. Bless us, O Lord, and these thy gifts, which we're about to receive from thy bounty, through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Wow.
Amen.
Oh my gosh, it was better than I could have imagined.
It's in the Book of Blessings. I found it. It's amazing.
That touched me, dude. It cut me right here. Holy cow, that was so good.
I do want to say we have to keep the joke going, but there's one piece of fact that I just want everybody to know. I texted Father Anthony about this about an hour ago. So that tells you all you need to know about Father Anthony. He also needs to go now. Father Anthony.
See you guys. Good luck.
He has to go.
Thank you, Father.
Rival podcast. What a jerk. Those losers over at Clerically Speaking are going to go hang out. If Father Anthony would have just brought his mic on the correct day, he wouldn't have to leave. But
yeah, that's a whole other thing.
Not bright. So, bye, Father Anthony. We love you.
See you guys.
Bye.
Thank you, Father.
Best blessing ever.
Dang, that was so good.
All right,
so good.
Everybody's here now. So I forgot that I didn't introduce myself, which I usually don't have to do on my stream. But we have 18 viewers right now. Thank you for being here,
hey,
everybody.
No one's really here for you, bro. Let's just get on with it.
They are not here for me at all. I'm Taylor Schroll, and I, too, am cursed with having met Tony Vasinda in ministry circles at some point. I've worked in youth ministry for a very long time, and then coronavirus happened, and I decided that's not the life for me anymore. So now I work right here in this chair. I run an organization called Forte Catholic, where I do crazy stuff like this and podcasts and that sort of thing. If you are one, there were a lot of people, as you guys were posting on Facebook, they were like, "What is a Twitch?" Well, congratulations, everyone! You made it to a Twitch. If you would like to comment, if you're watching and would like to comment, all you have to do is start an account. Literally, all you have to do is be like, set up with Facebook. You click the Facebook, it logs in. You're good to go. Say hi to us. Tell us how girly these guys look here in about 20 minutes. Whenever they're struggling. But hit that follow button. We'd love to hit 200 followers tonight. That's the goal. Hit 200 followers and 1,000 views. That would be great. So everybody's here now. Tony, you're the brain behind all of this, and I
wouldn't call it brains.
Yeah, exactly. So
hey, I'd like to think I was the inspiration. I bought the chip first.
So that's the thing. Nick got one of the chips and was posting about it, and I just said, "Hey, if you wait, I'll order one also, and we can eat them together." And I said we can live stream it. And then I thought, whose brand has the kind of star power, has the kind of generosity,
wow,
has the kind of absolute desperation for content that we're looking for? And I thought, Taylor Schroll, that's the brand that needs to carry us across the finish line. And so that's when I texted you, because it didn't make sense on any of my outlets. It seemed a shame to not put it somewhere for prosperity. And so, that was the thing. But yeah, it absolutely, who waters, who plants the seed, all kinds of different people.
Sure.
The reality is we're all here, we're all together.
Sure.
I am somebody who loves to bring people together around a dumb idea. And so I'm glad to have you two who didn't know each other. It's always great when people don't know each other beforehand. So yeah.
And yeah, Nick, so you actually were the brains behind this, which makes a lot more sense to me. So
yeah, I kind of do these like informal spicy chip reviews just on my personal Facebook page because I just got addicted to spicy food. And so I got to where I would just like hunt down spicy chips that I've never had before. And then I try it and I kind of try to give it like a thorough critique. Which has kind of become like my niche thing, and like my friends on Facebook get a kick out of it or whatever. And so, but I keep seeing this, but every time I go to order it, it's they're sold out. But this year when I saw that they just started it up again, I was like, I want to just see how hot is it really.
Why is it spicy?
Tony's so proud of himself. What you don't know is that Tony doesn't know how to do any of this. He had a very young man in the room earlier helping him get all this.
A late millennial, as I am an elder millennial, like almost Gen Z. He's actually helping in the chat. Did you make him a mod so he could help? He could help. I
think he
build things around.
Let me see.
I saw your kid setting up in there for you beforehand. Actually, I did do a lot of the setup myself. However, Tristan is a professional like video and social media guy, so absolutely would not be here without him. And that sound effect was his one like I would really love to see this happen on the stream idea. And so he sent it to me. We got it uploaded. It's all set up to go. Whenever things get spicy, we can hit that.
Thank God for late millennials.
Yeah. That's me, and I just want to point out that you, Tony, are definitely the elder for sure. Elder, millennial. All right,
the elderest.
People. We've already decided that people aren't here for me. They're definitely not here for you two to talk. They're here to watch you both suffer, which is exactly what I'm here for.
They probably are here
to open this thing. Holy cow!
We've eaten. So are we ready? Are we ready to do this?
So Tony, this is your brainchild. How are we doing this? I'm just sitting here and laughing at you people.
We're gonna open these up. There are a bunch of warnings here on the back. We're gonna read them just in case. So like, I'm gonna assume that Forte, Catholic Balm Co, and the Archdiocese of wherever Nicholas works do not take responsibility for anybody replicating these events at home. All the views and inanity expressed while we're writhing in pain are our own. Don't eat this if you're allergic to spicy foods, peppers, nightshades, or capsaicin. If you're pregnant or have any medical conditions, keep out of reach of children. After touching the chip, wash your hands with soap. Do not touch your eyes or other sensitive areas. Seek medical assistance.
Or other sensitive
difficulty
areas.
Breathing, fainting, or extended nausea. The Reaper shows no mercy. So we're going to pop these open so you guys know they're unadulterated. We're going to pop them in. We'll kind of let you guys see them. I may switch back to my other camera so you can see what the actual chip looks like. And then we're going to pop them in and we're going to chat for a while. We're going to see how long either one of us can go before we stop. The challenge ends at an hour. I don't know that we're going to stay on an hour. I don't know what everybody has going on. I think if we can each make it 20 minutes, it's probably a good measure.
Okay.
Someone named Katie.
I mean, you can give up whenever you want, Nick. I mean, like you can throw in the towel right away. But I'm just saying. We'll go as long as we can. Taylor, you can ask us questions. We'll try and work our way through them as we're going. So
yeah, I've got some great interview questions planned. I didn't prep you guys for this on
God
purpose.
in heaven.
Just like coming on the show.
Dude, are we opening? Are we good? Are we ready?
Yeah, you can go ahead and open. I'm going to switch cameras so people can get a close up.
This chip is blacker than my heart. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Mine came in a whole bunch of pieces.
Mine is in pieces too. What the? I got another piece in here.
All right. We got to make sure we get all the crumbs in also.
Oh my gosh, I know. I've got crumbs on my desk now.
Let's just give this a smell test real quick.
Yeah, give a smell test to
wow, it coats your finger right away, man.
Yeah, I'm wearing a glove for a reason.
This is like Ash Wednesday over here. Look at this.
Wait. Are gloves legal? We didn't talk about this beforehand.
Yeah, what's
know
with the
what?
glove?
We didn't talk about gloves, but I also clearly stated I was wearing a glove earlier today,
Okay.
and so I feel no shame.
If you're gonna wear the glove, you have to make Michael Jackson noises.
Dude, I'm throwing both pieces in. Are we ready?
Hold on, let me switch back to my main camera real quick.
I'm dying to just get this over with.
All right, I'm gonna do bits first. To make
Golly, it's so thick.
I'm gonna do bits first, chip after. All right, ready?
Are you
Taylor,
ready?
Yeah.
give us a countdown, 3, 2, 1, and then go. Give us
All
a
right.
countdown.
34, 33, 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, we saw both hands from Nick. We only see one hand from Tony. Hand check.
It's really stale.
Stale.
Mine's pretty fresh.
Oh.
Mine tastes
Not great.
stale as can be. Okay, wow.
Probably. Woo! There we
Some of
go.
the seasoning you kind of breathed down on accident. It hit my tongue first.
A lot of the peppers, so the piquant heat, like that upfront heat, isn't that bad. A lot on the sides, a little in the back. When you breathe in, that's definitely where it's really kicking. Oh, damn it. I brought a glass of water down with me. That was a bad choice. It's going to sit there. Tempting me.
I really don't want to swallow it.
Oh, mine's gone. Mine's down in the stomach. Whoo! Eyes are watered out. I'm going to
ask if there's
crash real quick.
here for last rites. We did have a priest just leave. I learned earlier that Nick's brother is a priest. So if we do need a priest at some point, we can make that happen.
Oh.
I'll be
Okay,
emergency
now it's
call.
on the back of my throat. First it was on my tongue.
I do have a timer
Now it's in
here.
the back of my throat.
All right, I set a timer for 20 minutes.
Okay.
Oh man, it like actually physically hurts.
Woo!
Oh.
I was watching a guy earlier today who he was like hiccuping after he ate it, and I was like, that seems like the worst thing in the
Tony,
world.
bro. Oh.
So it's over 2 million Scovilles.
Okay, so for do you know much about Scovilles, Tony? Like, how much does like picante sauce have?
2. I don't know. Picante sauce.
Dude, my mouth is over salivating right now.
Got a lot of water coming in. I watched the guys from the Catholic Man Show do this the other day with Sam Guzman, and Adam just kept on rolling the entire time while the other guys were like pounding back milk.
So jalapeno, just for
Am I allowed to spit?
I don't know.
I'm just swallowing it, baby.
So for those watching at home, the Scoville, a regular jalapeno is from 2,500 anywhere up to 8,000.
It's all throat now.
You say, Tony?
It is all throat. Yep.
How many Scovilles?
My tongue doesn't even hurt that bad right now. It's all throat.
This is 2 million.
2 million.
It's actually like 2.2 million.
2,000 for a jalapeno. Y'all are so dumb.
Every time I swallow, dude.
But the flavor isn't that bad.
Yeah, the flavor wasn't bad. The flavor of the ghost pepper is disgusting.
The Szechuan is what the flavor is the really good flavor that came in with it.
Oh. Dang, man.
So what's a habanero, Taylor?
A habanero, let's look. So a habanero is 100,000. You're eating 22 habaneros right now?
Something like that.
Yeah.
And a Scoville is like it takes a gram of sugar to offset the heat from 1 Scoville or something like that.
That's great.
Tony, you are a beast, bro. Dude.
Tristan says Nick is as red as his beard.
My throat hurts so bad.
So I use ghost peppers as my normal table like peppers. Like people would use red peppers. That's how I use ghost peppers.
All right, so
Okay, now my lips are hurting. My lips are finally hurting now.
That's why I said to grab that towel and just wipe it down. I think this is legal. This is legal.
Oh, Amy Jean the Jelly Bean says to Nick, if I can survive 17 hours of unmedicated labor, you can do this. Is that your wife, sister? Who is that to you?
That's my wife.
I figured it was. I didn't want to assume, but I figured.
She's stronger than me. We all know this.
So, okay, are y'all ready for your first official interview question?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Okay, both of you have to answer. What is your least favorite song commonly sung at church? You remember when we all used to go to church? Okay, so what's your least favorite song that is sung in church?
Anything that's off liturgical season. Anything Hagen and Haas.
Well, like Lord of the Dance or something like that.
Lord of the Dance at the right time of year. Great.
Pick
All
one.
Are Welcome
Very
is a song I can never hear again.
All Are Welcome. Okay, that's Tony's. What is yours, Nick?
I'm going Lord of the Dance. Like, what the hell is that even?
Okay, so here's what we have to do. With your mouths and throats burning, Tony, you have to sing Lord of the Dance to Nick.
Yeah, okay. Hold on. Let me make sure I get that.
You can start at the words you know. Dance, then.
We can
All right,
touch
here
our
we go.
lips with the rag.
I danced in
No,
the
you can't do
when
that.
the world
No.
was begun, and I danced in the moon and the stars and the sun. And I came down from heaven, and I danced on the earth at Bethlehem. I had my birth. Dance then wherever you may be. I am the Lord of the dance, said he, and I'll lead you all wherever you may be, and I'll lead you all in the dance, said he.
Okay.
Hey, Nick, all are welcome. Go.
I feel like it's starting to dissipate.
It is getting easier for me right now.
I'm not like
Wow.
dying anymore.
I need bleach for my ears.
All are welcome.
Yeah. Let me look up the lyrics.
All are welcome. All are welcome. All are welcome in this place.
Okay, very good. Is this the hottest thing either of you? I know that both of y'all are fans of hot stuff. Is this the hottest thing y'all have ever eaten?
This is
No
not my
doubt.
worst spicy experience. This was, I
Actually,
think, this was the sharpest.
yeah.
I've
I
had
had a pair of-
worse. Go ahead, Nick.
I had wings one time. If you're a Catholic nerd, then you got to go to Franciscan University of Steubenville. And there is a restaurant in Wintersville called Zelensky's. There's something in my beard. Is there chip in my beard?
No, it's not chip. It's spittle, probably.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
It
that's
could
what
be
it is.
chip also, but
They have wings there at Zelensky's. They're called 1822 because they're hotter than like calling 911. It's like 1822.
doubled.
And so my friend buys these wings and I don't know it. Jesse Stetson, shout out. And I get off the phone. I had just gotten in this huge fight. I get off the phone and I'm pissed off. And he goes, "Here, eat this." So I just take it and I go, "Oh," and just eat this whole wing. And this wing actually did things to me that chip is not doing to me right now. That chip is hurting my lips and the back of my throat. This wing, it made my teeth hurt. Like my gums don't hurt. Right? Well, actually, my gums might hurt.
I got some inside top gum pain.
Yeah, inside top. Yeah. This wing was hurting my teeth, my gums, my lips. Like tears were streaming. I mean, it was hell in my mouth is what it was.
Tony?
This is legit though. Like this is serious.
Yeah,
like
this
you
is-
don't
Yeah, like I said, this is sharp.
yeah.
I also have a wing story. Shout out to Seattle's best wing place, Wing Dome. There's a couple of them. We used to go to the one in Ballard when we lived up in that area. Great wing place. Love their peanut wings. They have a thing called the 7 Deadly Wing Challenge. So their rankings are 1 through 7 as far as heat goes. 7 minutes, 7 wings, right? Of their hottest wings. You can't eat anything till the 7 minutes is up. Can't use utensils at all.
Yeah.
You wipe your fingers. All the wings, all the sauce, and all the lettuce on the plate have to be eaten. All right. My son, that point going 11 to 12, gets it in his mind when we've been there a couple times that he really wants to do this challenge. Doesn't want to do it alone. Wants to do it with me. I'm a bad parent. So I'm like, cool, we'll go. You can, we'll do it together.
Horrible parent.
My pastor, Father Brad, St. Luke's in Seattle, is like, this is not a good idea. Like, you shouldn't do this with your child. I was like, it's what he wants. We're going to go. We're going to do it. I said, they may not even let him. We get there, of course. They won't let him. You actually have to sign a release form before you eat them. And it used to say like you have to be 16 or older, and 16 was scratched out, and 18 was written in there, like you had to be an adult.
Be a grown adult to try this food.
Yeah.
Grown ass man, dog.
And so they bring it out and they put it in front of you, and then whenever you're ready, they ring this bell. It's like a firehouse type of theme place. And I've done plenty of wing challenges, no problem. They're actually not. Most of them are not that bad if you've got a good palate for spice. And this was not like a lot of other wing challenges. The sauce itself was more like if you ever made gravy, you take fat and you take flour, you whisk it up and you let it melt into what they call a roux, which is this really kind of thick sauce, and then you add in other liquids to thin it out. So this is thicker than gravy, but it's basically like they had made a roux with chili powders instead of flour. So it's like this thick gravy that they've like glopped over the top of all these already spicy wings.
Wow.
And I'm looking at these, and my son couldn't do it, but they said they'd serve him one. My other son, my second oldest son, who hates spice, was like, I want to try one. I say, okay, I'm ready. They ring the bell. I hear the bell ring. I dive into food oblivion for the next 3 minutes. But only thing I remember is my second oldest son screaming at the top of his lungs. This is the one who can't handle spice. It burns. It burns. Oh my God, it burns at the top of his lungs. Well, I'm just going through them. I eat all the wings, and here's what I do. Here's what I look down at the plate with all the wings gone. Everything's done. I've got plenty of time left. I've got like 3 or 4 minutes left. But it's a plate full of this gravy, like this chili gravy, and this shredded bed of like iceberg lettuce. And I'm like, here's the decision I have to make at this moment. Do I want to throw up on my son's birthday? Like, do I want what I just put into my body to come back out of my body? Because what the challenge of this is, because they were hot, and they were the hottest thing I had to that point. The challenge was getting through that. Like, it wasn't the wings. Like, if you could deal with the heat, it's fine. This is still a disgusting thing to have to eat afterwards. In the future, what I would do is I would clear the lettuce, right? And then I would go back and I would eat the wings and I would do the rest of the plate after that if I was going to do it again. And I would do it again if I had a group of guys who want to go to Seattle and do this. Here's the best part of this story, though. If you eat a lot of spicy food, even if you're somebody who loves spicy food, you need to be really careful afterwards to clean your hands. Like I had an ice cream bar. I ended up eating more wings that night. Like I was okay. I love their Thai peanut wings. We're in the car on the way home. We're like we're maybe 5 minutes from the house, and I go, you know that feeling you get like when you're drunk? Like this is my wife in the seat next to me. I go, where you're like warm all over. She goes, yeah. I was like, but it's like really comfortable. She goes, yeah. And I go, that's happening. She's right now. She's like, are you okay? I was like, I'm fine. I feel great, actually. And what that actually is, that's an endorphin rush hitting your body, by the way, after the fact. Like eating really spicy food releases endorphins later as they process in your body. So that was a fun moment, right? Then we get back to the house. We're there for a while. I'm like, I got to go to the restroom. I go to the restroom. I won't get into graphic details. As I'm getting ready to go to the restroom, twice in my life, I've yelled at my wife in the restroom, eventually called the emergency room. One time I passed a kidney stone. This time was the second time, and it sounded something like, both times sounded something like, hey, could you Google whatever's happening to me right now? As I start screaming. And that was all the spicy food eating through the lining of mucus in my stomach.
Oh my God.
My stomach wall. Dude, so I just started chugging like Tums, right? It went away, woke up in the middle of the night again. Had to like do the same thing, slept with the Tums next to my bed, like down a whole bunch more because it was burning again.
Wow.
And that's as far as we need to go in the story. But
see, here's my superpower. Here's my superpower. I can eat the spiciest thing you can put in front of me, and nothing happens to me like stomach-wise or like indigestion or like crap-wise or anything. All I get is the endorphins.
That was the first time I had ever had anything, and it wasn't bad, but that's the first time I'd ever had anything intestinally happen was those wings.
Wow.
And
That's
so,
intense, dude. So it was the lettuce soaked in the pepper gravy.
right?
That's what got you.
I had eaten all the wings, and there had been plenty of the stuff on top of them. Like I mean, it was I was on my lips. It was hot, and I ate a lot of it. But as you're eating it, because I could stick my finger in, and it would indent into the sauce like a 1/4 inch deep. Like it was caked on the outside of these wings. And that is the challenge of the 7 Deadly Wing Challenge at
That's
Wingdome.
that challenge. Everybody wants to know how you people are feeling right now.
I'm feeling good.
I feel good right now. Like, I'm totally legit. Like, I don't even need this. Like, I brought a vanilla Frosty from Wendy's because I was thinking, coat my
Or you
tongue.
brought a vanilla
and kinda
milkshake because there's only one flavor of Frosty.
Okay, whatever. That's a debate I don't know about, apparently. But I don't even need it. I was like, I don't need it. I'm good.
I'm fine. I brought down because I wanted to be non-appetizing. I brought down a thing of butter, like a soft thing of butter, because fat lipids are the best thing to kill heat.
I heard you ask Tristan. I heard you ask him to bring you down butter. I'm like, what are you doing?
You would have eaten that? You would eat butter.
Yeah. So if the heat is, so I'm never, as much as I love spicy stuff, as much as like I'm down to eat it, I have respect for spicy food. Like, I'm not the kind of person who's going to sit down and talk like crap about how I can handle any kind of spicy food.
Sure.
Like, I don't make a big deal out of it. I don't push it hard. Like, I show up and if it's overwhelming, like, yeah, I'm gonna go down to it. And if it's not, like,
yeah,
I'm not. And so, I want it to be unappetizing because if it's like milk or something else, you're gonna have the temptation to just like pick up that.
Cool that's a good point.
And down it. It also doesn't do like it doesn't like it's cool when it's on your tongue and then it's gone. The butter like sits, and so it's a bread and butter or buttered bread, which probably would have been a better way to go. It's like a great heat killer. Disease.
I think all these YouTube videos are BS. There's YouTube videos of like people doing the one chip challenge and then like checking in an hour and a half later. And they're still suffering. That's
but
gotta
like
be bull.
You do get like you and I are both hyper acclimated to spicy. Like it is a spectrum. I had my last priest, Father Brad, who I was just talking about. We were out for Thai food one day. It's like me, him, and then seminarian Colin Parrish. Now my good buddy Colin Parrish, who's a priest, Father Parrish. We went out for Thai food, and like it's a scale of 1 to 5. I ordered a 4 because again I respect things, and also at a lot of Thai places, if you order a 5,
Thai is the hardest spice for me.
Well, if you're
send the chef out to like warn you.
Yeah, if you're especially if you're a white guy, sometimes they'll like soft pedal it, or other times they'll like punish you, right? And so like, and I'm good either way, kind of. But if you order a 4, you typically get a 4, and so I ordered a 4. My pastor's like, I'll probably do a 2. And like we're eating, and he's like sweating. He's like, oh my gosh, I feel like I put too much spice in here. Oh my, like it's so horrible. And I'm just like, this is okay. Like it's pretty spicy, but it's like, it's nothing right home about. So I was like, can we just like switch to see if maybe they like,
that's it up.
And I tasted his and it was as bland as, it tasted good, but there was no spice to it. And so it is, I think there are different people, different spice. The amount, like I said, like I used to use red peppers and everything. At a certain point is like, well, these taste good, but there's no real spice anymore. And that's when I jumped up to ghost peppers being my kind of normal go-to spice. My favorite spicy thing, we used to roast corn and we'd put meat tenderizer on our lips and we put meat tenderizer on the corn, and then we would pour the liquid like picante sauce over the top and just eat that. It tastes phenomenal. But like the goal is to like tenderize your lips so that the hot sauce would start like just soaking in. So it's kind of this like quality. We'll get together sometime and do it because it tastes phenomenal. But people are like, it's insane. But we would go and buy like 50 or 60 ears of corn and have like 8 guys out back, and we just eat like ear after ear after ear after ear
after it.
And do that for dinner. Like,
dude.
Awesome.
So here's what I need. I first of all, someone asked me why I'm not doing this because I didn't want to, and I can do whatever I want, and I would not have done as well as these gentlemen. Second of all, I'm very impressed with you guys. Like I was worried there for a few minutes. Like for the first like 2 or 3 minutes, I'm like, there's no telling what's about to happen. Third of all, here's what I need. Both of you handled it well, but one of you handled it better. So
I know
what we're going to do down in the comments. I need everybody to vote. So if you think that Tony handled it better, just simply type in Tony. If you think
I failed miserably,
better, just simply type in Nick. If you're not following, just hit the follow button. You'll be able to comment.
By the way, we are currently at right under 20 minutes. So like we're at about 19 minutes right now. I mean, I'm going to keep on going. I assume Nick is also too, because I don't think either one of us feels the need to not go through the full hour. I may not stay on the stream the whole time, but like,
Tony, you killed it, bro. Mad props to you, man.
I got a vote.
Slayed that challenge.
Got a vote. I handled it the best because I didn't participate.
So
if anyone votes for me, they're a liar because everyone knows that Tony freaking slayed that.
I do want to let you guys know, in case it had come out like really close, or in case Nick had done a better job than me, I did go to Dunkin' Donuts earlier today. They currently have a ghost pepper donut.
What? Ghost pepper donut? That just like that doesn't just sound like I don't want to eat it because it's hot. It sounds like I don't want to eat it because that's a terrible combination.
I heard about that.
And so this is going to be like my if I felt like things were close, I was going to be like, I'm going to eat this in front of everybody.
Well, it's too late now. You showed it, and everybo's saying, "Do it."
You got to eat it now.
I want to go. So the chip challenge is an hour. Here's what I will do. If you I won't do this right now. I will videotape it. I'll post it to Catholic Balm Co's Instagram. So if you go to @Catholic Balm Co later, you can watch me eat this thing live. So that'll be 40-ish minutes from now. So whatever time that is, where you're.
Dude, I really got to know if that's donuts any good or not.
It's not. I had a bite earlier today.
You've already tried it? Okay.
I had a bite of my son's earlier today because I was like, he was going to get into it. I was just going to go buy one for me. My wife's like, buy donuts for your children. I was like, what have they done?
So you heard it here first. Tony only feeds his children when they've acted nice.
That's right. So we got 4 donuts, so they can each have a normal donut. And then one of my sons loves spicy, so we got him. Like, he'll eat Carolina Reaper hot sauce. And he used to just kill it. Like, he had no sensitivity. Then when he was like first hit puberty, his sensitivity like kicked up really high.
Oh, damn.
Slowly built back up. I don't know that there's a connection there, but that's just the timetable.
I'm sure he's so glad you told the whole world that. Yeah,
he used to eat Carolina Reaper hot sauce like just straight.
Wow.
And people would be like, you didn't just let your kid eat that. And I was like, oh yeah, that's what he's fine. He ate it. He was like, this isn't hot. I was like, nah, it doesn't seem like it. All right, that was the 20 minutes. But it wasn't like I wasn't that impressed by the heat. Now here's what I do know. It's a Dunkin' donut. It could be really made. I've watched a couple other people eat these. Same thing. They're like freaking out. And I'm like, I don't get it. It's not actually hot. So I'll eat it at the Catholic Balm Co channel later on tonight on Instagram.
All right.
Pop it out to Facebook also too.
Our newest mod, Tristan, put a link down to Catholic Balm Co's Instagram down in the comments. And I think the poll has about 10 seconds left, but I think it's time to declare a winner. As I was watching, Tony's face stayed the same color. Nick's face turned the color first of his beard and then to his shirt, and he constantly spit in a bag. So, Nick, you did great, but I would like to say, as our friends over at Project YM said in the comments, regretfully, we're giving the victory to Tony.
Okay.
This is my spice eater right here. So this is his jar. Come on in. This is eating jalapenos just straight from the jar.
Dude, I love doing that. Come on now, that's awesome.
2,000 Scovilles. What a punk.
That's right. So good.
You ate the ghost pepper donut earlier today. Yeah. You said it wasn't hot.
It was not hot.
And I watched my friend Hector Mira freak out on one of those earlier today. Like he took a bite and he was like, and so it's whatever.
I mean, I guess I could have held it. Okay, let me ask you this, Tony. Were you like holding in your reaction, or were you just not compelled to have a reaction?
I wasn't holding in my ability. I don't have the ability to keep my skin from changing color, but I do have far more melanin than you do in my skin, which probably did help with that. My nose got
redhead jokes.
Really right. Part of it is like you got to learn to breathe, right? Like you got to like you're eating. This is thing, like people eat spicy stuff, they stop breathing. Like the air going back and forth cools down your pain receptors, and it helps a lot. So no, I mean, like I ate it like I normally did. I could have
held it all in, I guess. Like I could have not like vocalized. I could have just like sat there.
You could have.
I was just being real.
I did sing Lord of the Dance during it.
That's awesome.
I'll point it out. Nick, you can go back and watch and just see what you tell me what you think.
Okay.
I'm not conscious of attempting to hold it in at all.
Okay.
But yeah, I also, when I ordered some stuff from Pocky, Nick, you said you've tasted these before. I got these. These are their ghost pepper. You said this, like 3 of these are good for you.
The flavor is disgusting, bro.
These are at freaking hot level. Is it?
The
That's
flavor
kind of
just
my
is not there
experience
for
with
me.
Pocky. Like, I feel like this may be the best Pocky chip I've ever tasted.
What, the one chip challenge?
Yeah, like I don't like Pocky chips very much. Like the flavor.
Dude, mine was stale. Mine was stale, bro.
Well, but just general flavor. Mine was not stale, but general flavor wise. I should hold this up so Taylor can use this as the still for the images that I.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Should I hold up mine up too?
So
Mine might have spit all over it.
the priest keeps asking. Your brother keeps asking for your review of the chip, Nick. Other than, I mean, it was stale, so you have a little bit of a disadvantage. But
Tell us about the flavor.
The flavor didn't wow me. I don't even remember what it tasted like. It wasn't gross. It wasn't like the ghost pepper. The ghost pepper chip legit tastes gross to me. It's like tastes like way too much Chipotle. Not Chipotle like burritos, but like
Right.
Chipotle pepper.
oh yeah,
And but this one was just like, I don't know, what does it taste like, Tony? I can't even nail it down really.
It's totally Szechuan. So if you've ever had like kung pao or like Asian peppers,
Yeah.
that kind of dry heat, a little bit of sweetness, but not too much. And a lot of the time for Szechuan, the flavor comes from other things.
I think you're right. I had a kung pao chicken today for lunch, and yeah, it's totally
a nice
Yeah, so-
Szechuan.
It doesn't taste like Asian food. Like don't take that away from this. It tastes like Szechuan peppers.
Yeah.
Was the main flavor, which I love. I mean, I used to eat. They're mildly poisonous, and I used to eat them.
Mildly poisonous.
They are, but it's like anything's mildly poisonous. Like if you eat enough of it.
Yeah.
I used to eat it when I got kung pao.
The heat was interesting. Like the first part that it attacks is your tongue. That's the first thing it attacked. It attacked me, was my tongue. And then after you start swallowing, even after you've eaten it, you're swallowing it, it starts to just freaking destroy the back of your throat. And then I didn't feel the lips or the gums until like maybe a good amount of minutes later.
The lips are about the only thing I'm still feeling at all. Like, I mean, that's
Yeah. Oh, it's pretty much entirely gone for me now.
But I have a question. Did you get it up high in the back of your throat?
Yeah.
So I didn't, and that's probably going to be a big difference in ours. Like my that heat never came up high for me.
Okay.
It hit the back of my throat really quickly, but it never like came forward into my, because if it gets into your nose, like that's like horrible. Like my nose is running.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel it there. That's for me. That's like the worst kind of heat to have to deal with, is when you've got it like in the front of your face and you can't get rid of it.
Well, when I breathed in as I was eating, some of the seasoning went down my throat.
Yeah.
Like before I swallowed or like ate the chip, and that was like a foretaste of the hell that awaited me.
blue corn, sunflower, Carolina Reaper pepper, scorpion chili pepper, sea salt, activated charcoal powder, which will to leach the poison out of us, chipotle pepper powder, Szechuan pepper extract. Actually, that's the activated charcoal is to help soak up the heat in your stomach. It's to help. Not sue Pocky LLC.
charcoal.
I mean, it's basically a really hard punch in the face.
Yeah.
And then it starts to dissipate.
I would never do this. I posted this in a Catholic youth ministry group, and it was like, "What's the worst upfront game you ever did?" I would never encourage kids at my youth group to do this. It's painful enough for me to be like, "This would be a bad idea." And
Yeah.
I would bring a bunch of these to a men's night of adults at my parish and be like, "Let's do this." Like that's
for sure.
That's the
For
heat
sure.
level. Like it's dad heat for sure.
For sure.
And so.
So that's where you do this challenge. Well, we have in the midst of y'all suffering, there was a challenge that came up as we were talking about Scovilles, a challenge that came up for you guys in the chat. So how many Scovilles did you say this was, Tony? I know you've told me.
I think it's 2.2 million was what it's recorded as.
Okay. So have y'all heard of the Death Nut Challenge? Have either of y'all done that?
I've heard of it. I've never done it.
No, is that going to be our next level?
So here's the thing. What you did today was 2 point something million. the Death Nut Challenge is 13 million Scovilles.
What?
So if we want to really watch you suffer, we could do this again here down the line.
Okay, here's what I think you do with that Death Nut Challenge. I think you go with the hottest one first. Like, why build up to it just to increase your pain? Like, I'd rather work my way down. That way, it's all downhill once you get rid of that, the hottest one.
I do like I do with a bowl full of Skittles and M&Ms. I just stick them all in my hand and just toss them in.
Oh yeah, just all at once.
Like that's the thing for me with spice. It's like stuff that's spicy one time, like I can kind of deal with. But it's like when I'm eating like hot wings or whatever, they're all the same spice, and they're not spicy for like 4 or 5, and then 6 is a little hot, 7 is hotter. 8's hotter, and then by 9, 10, 11, 12, I'm like dying inside, and I've never understood why that is, but it is what it is.
Let's do that nut challenge, bro. I mean, I feel like after this, like what do I have to fear after this?
$20 for nuts. Yeah, no, the best Carolina Reaper based spicy hot food challenge available. Way more fun and intense than the one tortilla chip challenge.
Oh, called out specifically.
Yeah. Version 2 picks up where version 1 left off. Our chili had spoken. We listened to thousands of customers providing valuable input. Let's create a better challenge. My kids have talked about this a lot. It's pure capsaicin crystals. That's what it is. It's not even a pepper. Wow. It's chemically derived. On the 5th and final nut, the death nut. I mean, I'll do it.
All right.
That's one I would say. Like some people were like, make us a fundraiser. I was like, nothing makes things less fun than adding Durazing. That's what I wanted this to be. I would, if we were going to do that, I would say that's when we go to like, hey, let's give money to something, like your local food bank. If you did watch tonight, if you bet on winners or whatever, if you're going to donate somewhere, choose where you're going to donate local, because I know some people were talking about it. I would really encourage you to give to your local food banks right now. There's still a lot of food shortages. Or if you live near a major metropolitan area, find out where there's a food desert in the city somewhere they don't have food and donate there.
Very cool. Very cool.
Co-sign.
So if you are watching, this is your first time here on the stream, thanks for being here. If you have not followed yet, hit the follow button. And I'm here a couple times a week playing video games, hanging out. We're having a good time, just trying to have a place where we can all have some fun together. So I want to thank all of you guys that followed today. I want to thank Nick and Tony for coming on and letting us laugh at you for a little bit. That was great. So how can people get connected with you guys? We've already got Catholic Balm Co. Down on Instagram. You can follow that to go get great beard products. I use it. Tony runs the whole thing.
Is there a discount code they could use that might support this channel?
There is a discount code that they can use, and I always forget what it is. Let me see. Do I have it?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty
sure it's Forte, isn't it?
It's either Forte or Forte 15.
No, it's not 15. There's no 15 on it.
Okay. ForteCatholic.com/beard. Yeah, use the code Forte. You're right. You're always right. Use the code Forte, and you can get 15% off your next order.
11%. More percent off than any other affiliate gives you.
Correct. So yeah. And then Tony, anywhere else that they can connect with you? We got the Balm. We've got you doing something else hot later.
Yeah, at Tony Vasinda is on any social media. Big thing in a week, we'll launch the Nazarite Challenge with our friend Pat, who's been on Forte Nation before. It's a month-long men's spirituality challenge inspired by the Nazarites of old, where people grow beards, they grow in hairiness and holiness. We're going to spend the month diving into what we call the rule of brotherhood, which is how we form a rule of life in community with our brothers. So it's something, if you want to grab a group of guys from your parish to do it together. We have women every year who subscribe and just want to do it also too. We'd love to have anybody who wants to grow a beard along with us in that. It's a free thing. You can go to NazariteChallenge.com like on Saturday to sign up for it. Don't do that right now, or just keep an eye on Catholic Balm Co. That's the number one thing. I also do game design, and I love tabletop role-playing games. You can check out our tabletop role-playing game line of beard balms over at +1exp.com, and a game that I created called Beards and Beyond.
Tony, didn't you make a one-stop website so you didn't have to do this?
Yeah, for all your crap. I mean,
you can go to TonyVasinda.com and find absolutely almost everything that I do is on TonyVasinda.com. There's actually one thing right now that I don't do that I need to get up on there. TonyVasinda.com for anything.
There you go.
But +1experience.com for fun tabletop stuff.
And Nick, how can people? Nick like barely lives on the internet, but how can people get connected with you?
Dude, Tony's the serial entrepreneur, not me. But I guess if you're in
my life.
Serial now too. Good Lord.
If you're in the Archdiocese of Cincinnati, Center for the New Evangelization.com. We'd love to help you just light up your parish. We'd love to help you make disciples, send disciples on mission. That's what my work is all about. That's where my heart is. I work with a team of amazing missionary disciples who love the Lord, and they just want to see parishes on fire for Jesus. That's our work. That's what we live for. We'll mentor you. We'll get one-on-one. We'll help you with whatever you need to light that spark in your parish or in your own life. You go to centerforthenewevangelization.com.
Cool. And then I'm here on twitch.tv/ForteCat. I also run a weekly podcast called Forte Catholic. If you are a podcast kind of person, it's on YouTube and wherever you listen to podcasts. It is 57 minutes of comedy and 3 minutes of Jesus. So if that sounds like something that you'd like to do, new episodes every week, and do a couple of other things over at ForteCatholic.com. See how easy that was, Tony? Just one little URL.
You said like 6 things.
Yeah, whatever. And then, I'm going to be playing video games here over the weekend. So if you want to come hang out again, and we'll let you guys know when these dummies are going to come back and do the Death Nut Challenge. So
let's do it. I'm ready.
Tony, is that how we're leaving the video? Not looking at you? That'd be a blessing.
Oh, you can come back.
What? There you are. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Everybody watching, thanks for watching. Thanks for following. Thanks for participating. Congratulations, Tony. Thank you, guys. I'll be back soon. Peace.
Right. Tony, you're a beast, bro.